Hello Mechwarriors and welcome to another build of the week. Today we are taking a look at The Walking Dead, the Dawn of the Dead, the dudes that came 28 days later. Today it is all about zombie builds. And I'm taking out my crap for it because it's a really good and solid zombie. Be prepared for some nightmares today. So what the hell is a zombie build? It is like in the movies. When you rip off an arm of a zombie, he is still going after you and he wants to bite you and eat your brain. And that applies also to that crap here. It is basically a mech with a standard engine and some hard points in the center components, like the center torso and the head. That is all you need for a zombie build. So if you destroy the side torsos of this crap, then it is still dangerous because it has 2 medium lasers in the center torso and 1 in the head, and it will still go after you and try to bite you. That's again the basic concept of a zombie build. And the crab is a very good zombie because it has a very long side torso. And once the side torso is destroyed and it is shot again, then only 40% of the damage will be transferred to the center torso. So you can shield with that extremely long side torso. That is very, very good. That makes the mech really, really tanky. So let's get into the mech lab and then I show you the loadout. I've got a standard engine 300 that brings the crab to a speed of 108 kph. That is good. That is really, really good. This is like one of the faster zombies here. So I've got 5 medium lasers, and as you can see, 3 of them are mounted in the center components. That makes 60% of the firepower. So if you are entering zombie mode, you are still dealing 15 damage. That is quite decent. I've got 6 external double heatsinks, 4 in the side torsos, 2 in the engine, and that's basically the build. So I've got a lot of my armor to the front because again shielding is very good with the crab. You can torso twist a lot. It is it has a really decent turn rate and twist speed. For the modules I went for radar deprivation and advanced seismic sensor. It's a classic brawler or medium mech seismic radar deprivation module choice. That is very obvious. And I've got the medium laser cooldown and medium laser range module for the weapons because I only have medium lasers. Again, very obvious. Consumables are improved UAV and a cool shot because sometimes you just want to keep the damage going and then a cool shot comes in very handy. And that is basically the build. So let's get into the game. It's time to hit the battlefield. Before we begin, I want to show you a little display of what the crab or what the zombie build is able to do. So I am very damaged from the last fight. I got into a fight with an Ebon Jaguar and the Wolverine as well, which is coming in as backup. But again, we are fighting a Hellbringer that was fresh and that has a lot of medium lasers. And what I'm doing now is I present my sight when I'm awaiting shots from the Hellbringer. So I'm anticipating when he will shoot at me and then I'm twisting the torso towards him so that my center torso will be shielded by my arm and by my very long side torso. And again, losing a side torso is not a big deal because 60% of the firepower is mounted in the center components. 2 medium lasers in the center torso and 1 in the head. So play it defensively. Try to preserve the armor of your center torso as much as possible. Because again, losing 1 or 2 side torsos makes you still dangerous. And the best thing about it is that once you lose your side torso, only 40% of the damage will be transferred to the center torso once you get hit in the side torso again. So keep that in mind. Once you lose your side torso, you get even tankier. So use the side torsos as a shield and you're fine. But now let's get into the first game. We are playing HPG Manifold and we are playing Skirmish. And the enemy already got a kill, which is a bit of a problem. But anyway, we are playing, by the way, with Infamous Impaler, which is another streamer. He's another content creator for MWO. If you want to check out his stream, I'll give you the link for his Twitch channel in the description. But now let's focus on the game now. So there was an LRM boat on the right, and as you can see, I was a bit scared. Barely dodged the LRMs, but again, the twist speed of the crab is amazing. You should make use of it. If you see incoming damage, then just twist your side torso towards the enemy and then your side torsos will shield and absorb the damage. So the Cyclops over there is shutting down, it's a perfect target and I'm really committing to the kill. I got a bit of damage from the top, but I really wanted that one down. This is, by the way, what I usually do. When I see the opportunity, I try to secure a kill, because when the enemy gets to second line again and we have to grind through the enemy firing line, then it's tough to kill him. So if you get the opportunity now, then just take it. So finally I got a kill on the Cyclops, which is great, and now it's time to push around the corner. So the Crab is kind of a close range fire support mech. It has the 5 medium lasers, which only deal 25 damage combined. So keep that in mind, this is not a good high alpha brawling mech. It's tiny and it's durable, so play it like that. You really want to sustain the fight and you want the enemy to at some point just shut down, and then you can pick your targets or your components that you want to wreck with your mediums. So the longer the fight lasts, the better the Crab gets. It's a bit tough because the Crab has only energy weapons and they run hot as well at some point, but until you run hot, the enemy again shuts down. So try to aim well with your medium lasers and you should be fine. So as you can see, I am on top and I am not a priority target. So again, I can pick my components that I want to destroy. And that Cyclops, again, it had really a bad time. Now the problem in this match is that the enemy is just playing better. They have better positioning, they have an advantage in kills, and we just can't keep up. So I found that Jäger mech over there, which is interesting because I saw his right shoulder is open. So again, I want to commit to the fight. If I can take him out now, that would be a huge deal. And therefore I'm just going for his right side torso, and eventually I even got the kill. That was good. Now I'm backing up again to regroup with the team and pick myself another target. And I saw that there was a light on the right flank and I went down to chase him off. I don't wanted him to get into our backs. That may have been the wrong call, because now my left flank is being pushed hard by the enemy. And yeah, I can't contribute really to the fight because at the moment I'm just shooting arms. The enemy is showing me their side, and taking off an arm is not as valuable as taking out the center torso, as you might tell. And on top of that, they found me, and I wasn't that insignificant as I wanted to be. And now I have to fight two heavies at the same time, which are pounding on me. And as you can see, I'm trying constantly to present my side torso. I lost both of my arms and both of my side torsos, and now I'm entering zombie mode. So this is the time where I really have to play it carefully, because I want to preserve my firepower. So zombie mode is interesting because, again, when you shield with your side torso, then only 40% of the incoming damage will be transferred to the center torso. So wiggle your nose when you are in zombie mode. Actually, wiggle your nose every time you're getting damage from the front. But try to be insignificant, try to stay in second line, and then you can still make something happen. Again, the problem is that the enemy was just better at this game, but I wanted to show you how I still got some damage out while I was without any side torsos and without any arms. This is what the zombie build is all about, and it will get even better in the next game. There I played a bit more safe and we actually win. So 533 damage, I got 2 components destroyed, 2 killing blows and 4 assists, and we jump directly into the next game. Alright, this time we are playing Canyon Network and we are playing Skirmish again. And my team is very clumped up and the enemy got snipers on our flanks, so I'm just going in to strike them hard. And I found a cheeky cicada who wanted to get into our flanks. That is an X5. It is very scary because it has SRM6s and Artemis, so pinpoint damage is the death of the zombie. So if you're taking damage, high alpha strike damage to one point, to the crucial points of your mech, like the center torso or the head, then you're just dead, like every mech. You really want to splash the damage all over your mech, and again, try to avoid an indirect engagement with a ballistic, with PPCs, or with close range, really close range SRMs. Fortunately, the cicada got scared because my team was closing in and he was on the run and he was taken down from behind. That was good support for me, and now it's just time to deal with the ice ferret. I see that his legs are heavily damaged and therefore I'm just trying to first cripple him and then kill him. So that totally worked out, but there is still that stupid sniper over there, and I'm going in because the crab, it has a decent speed and it can totally chase these nasty snipers down. The problem is that I lost track of my prey and I got out of position. Therefore I'm just fast forwarding here a bit to get into the fight again. That was pretty stupid from me because again I didn't contribute to the fight for a long time, and yeah, that was again not that good. A thing that you should keep in mind is toggle on arm lock if you want to fire all your medium lasers at the same point. So I have a button that is control. I'm pressing it when I want to get pinpoint damage with my mediums or with my arm mounted and torso mounted weapons at the same time. So make that a habit. If you are in the fight and you can't press it, that's totally okay, but in that situation arm lock was mandatory so that I get all of my damage to the same point. Speaking of points, at that point of the game we have an advantage by 3 kills, and now it's basically time to push heavily against the enemy firing lines. We should definitely make use of that advantage right now. As you can see, the enemy is trapped down in the canyon and I was trying to shoot from above, but unfortunately my team is not eager to push and therefore I'm going into another position where I'm not the priority target. So the crab, it can fight 1-on-1, but not 1-on-2 or 1-on-4. Keep that in mind. You really need backup if you want to push. You can't push alone. You are a bit tanky and durable, but again, your firepower is only 25. And if the enemy has some good defensive skills, like torso twisting, you won't deal damage to the component you want to. So the longer the fight lasts, again, the better the crab gets. And if you're running into a fresh and cool enemy, then you will have some problems. So I'm going back to second line because I don't want to get any LRMs to the face, and as you can see my team is scared as well. The problem is that the enemy pushed and now we are in trouble because they started to be active. Despite having a bit of a disadvantage, they really try to turn around the game. And that is, by the way, the thing you should do. So if you are behind, try to make something happen. No matter what, be active and don't react to the game. That is especially important when you are behind. And now I'm entering zombie mode again. I lost both my arms, I lost my right side torso, and again I'm trying to play it super safe now. What I'm trying to do is I stay in cover and wait for the enemy to fire their weapons, and then I go out and shoot them, and then I'm going back to cover again. Problem is that the Hellbringer found me and now I'm forced to retreat. I really need to get to second line and let some other teammates tank the damage for me. So again, that one seemed distracted. He was taken down before I could go in, and that was also true for the Hellbringer, and now there's only one enemy left. So let's fast forward a bit because it will take some time to actually find the last enemy. And there we go, he was taken down and Kwankung got a supply cache. So as you can see, the zombie build is pretty viable if you can manage to actually preserve your firepower in the late game. It's not a big deal if you lose an arm or a side torso or even both. But when you are in zombie mode, try to stay alive. Try to hide behind your teammates and try to bring the game to the end. So everybody, I hope you liked the video, and as always, if you did, don't forget to leave a rating or subscribe to the channel if you want more of this. And if you want to become a patron and get some rewards, check out my Patreon page in the description, and I really hope to see you on the battlefield, everybody. Goodbye.